Hello, I'm Jason Lamb, and welcome to the Peasant Revolution Band Variety Hour.
27 years away from the planet blowing us away. If you really don't want to stay, then you'll float off in the Milky Way. That's the revolution man, and it's trying to really understand. And the truth of all issues is to feel under the vision. Join our peasant revolution band. Join our peasant revolution band. Join our peasant revolution band. Come join our peasant revolution band. Well, the status quo just can't stay. It's gotta go, get the hell away. Well, I tried to get me some peace today, but the future seems so far away. We're a peasant revolution band. We're just trying to really understand. And the truth of our issues is to feel our elevation. Join our peasant revolution band. Join our peasant revolution band. Join our peasant revolution band. Join our peasant revolution band.
Hello, and welcome back to another exciting episode of the Peasant Revolution Band Variety Hour. My name is Jason Lamb, filling in for your regular host, Jeff Dodge. He has some important business to tend to up north in Seattle. It's all kind of mysterious, but he should be back here joining us any minute. But so pleased to be filling in for him here in the studio. And we have a great show for you. Looking forward to bringing that to you tonight. In the meantime, I guess we want to take care of a little business before we really get into the show proper here. We on our last episode, here at Trench Digger, we acknowledge when things have gone wrong. We acknowledge mistakes that have been made. And last episode, you might have seen something that you found disturbing and something we wanted to make sure that we acknowledge here tonight. We had sort of an overzealous sales associate who, he stepped out of bounds in terms of taste and decorum, and what you might have seen that happened at a company potluck. It wasn't meant for air, quite frankly, and mistakes were made. And we're human here, and this is we're trying to do our best to bring you a quality show. But that was just not something that we normally was up to our standards. And so we apologize for that. And, it's not something that we'll hopefully ever see happen again. So we appreciate all your feedback. But just bear with us as we try to work out our staffing issues. Also want to let you know that we have a new sponsor for tonight. Crunchy Raisin Walnut Crunch. It's kind of redundant, but I'm sure it's delicious. You heard the band a moment ago. We want to bring them in. Rich and Steve.
That's right.
Yeah,
Good
how you guys-
evening,
how you guys
Jason.
doing?
Welcome.
You guys sound great.
Well,
Terrific.
thank you. That's very kind. We've got the commander sitting in with us this evening.
Commander. Should I salute or... How would you normally address you? Oh, the commander doesn't talk? All right. You guys sound great, though, tonight.
Oh, thank you.
Awesome.
Yeah, we practiced for hours on this stuff, and so we're hoping it comes off relatively tightly.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, sounds good. And, Commander, you're going to be performing some tunes, original tunes for us tonight?
Yeah, we got one original and cover coming up here in a little bit.
Fantastic. Fantastic. Looking forward to that. All right. Well, we are awaiting our guest arrive in the studio. And
Wait, you ready, honey? No? Okay. I guess.
so
What?
he should be here. Yeah.
Are you guys ready? You ready for me?
Yeah, I guess I see our guest has arrived in the studio.
Let's take. Let's take a break. This is ridiculous.
Oh,
I
okay.
can't.
We're taking a break apparently.
I love crunchy raisin bran. In fact, it's hard to get me to stop once I start with the first bowl. I love it that much. In fact, I could eat a whole box of crunchy raisin bran. I have eaten a whole box at a sitting because each bite is better than the last. It's unstoppable, this sensation of how good crunchy raisin bran really is. I think I could eat 2 boxes, and if someone put a gun to my head, I could eat 3 boxes of crunchy raisin bran.
Hey, Jason.
Hey, so our guest has arrived here now in the studio. So pleased to welcome Jeffrey S. Dodge of Trent Digger Productions.
Hey, man. I thank you so much for helping out on this. We were in Seattle. Are you familiar? You're familiar with that area?
Absolutely. That's where I was born and raised, yeah.
Okay, so yeah, man, we just got back. I was trying to take care of some business. Maybe you can answer some of these questions I have about Seattle. Like, well, first of all, I was on the way to Seattle. There's that Sleater-Kinney Road. Have you heard of that?
Oh yeah, of course, sure.
Sleater-Kinney Road. There was like so many people taking the exit ramp there. I don't know what was going on, this casino thing, but it was like so many people trying to get off on Sleater-Kinney. I'm like, why are so many people trying to get off on Sleater-Kinney?
Huh. Well,
You know?
Did you see any bassists in line there to get off at Sleater-Kinney?
I don't know.
My guess would be no.
Well, someone was told me I should say thanks to Carrie and Fred. I don't know what that means. Carrie and Fred. I'm supposed to say thanks a lot.
are you okay, man?
I've been driving all day. It's a long haul there.
It is, and the traffic is horrible, and yeah.
Well,
How was the traffic coming back down from those? Is that why you were run late, or?
I kind of passed out for part of it, to be honest. I was just kind of...
It doesn't seem very safe, Jeff.
It's so straight, though. You know, you can get a little cat nap if you really know the 5. There's these pockets. And you just kind of, I didn't have cruise control. It's just my foot has an automatic cruise control. And I go into that mode with it sometimes.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
So, so you're up there handling some business.
Yeah, and I had to go to this, what was it? It was by the Seattle Super Center thing, the Key Arena or something like that.
Yeah, that's right. The Key Arena.
It was empty. There's like nothing going on.
Well, I mean, Jeff, come on. That seems like a little bit of a. It seems like you're taking a little bit of a dig at me there. You know how I feel about.
I'm sorry. There's kind of some stuff tonight happened that just, it's like the punch down type of syndrome where you're just kind of.
Yeah.
I can't have what I want, so I'm gonna find someone that doesn't have what they want.
Well, yeah. What I don't have right now is a basketball team, and I think that's maybe what you're referring to.
Will you guys have a soccer team?
They do. That's a very successful soccer team.
Female and male soccer teams, right? Or are they intermingled? They don't do co-ed professional soccer, do they?
I don't think we're quite to that
required to have
level yet.
Intergender soccer.
Yeah, that if they've gotten to that point, I'm not aware of it. I'm not aware of it yet.
Well, I went to the EMP. Now that's a fascinating
Okay, sure.
building.
Yeah. Frank, was it Frank Geary designed it?
Wright or Geary?
One of the Franks designed that. Yeah.
Only
What
a
were your
Franklin.
What were your impressions of the MP?
I love the music stuff's amazing. Paul Allen is such a. Maybe I'll talk to you a little later about this off camera, but I have a Paul Allen story for you. Great, does a mean Red House. Phenomenal guitar player.
Is that right?
Yes.
Oh, I wasn't aware of that.
After tonight, I don't know. I mean, he lives in Seattle. There's maybe your dreams will be coming true before we even know it.
Well, I certainly hope so, Jeff. I got a lot of dreams. A lot of dreams, as you know.
It's hard to be men of dreams that go beyond your imagination, and you're sort of like, I've been out there dreaming, and have you paid the bills on time, Jeff? I'm like, well, I'm dreaming. This is the dream, man.
Yeah, mortgage companies, they don't accept payment in the form of dreams, I don't think. At least not yet.
Well, it's just all sorts of, maybe they'll get into the Bitcoin thing. Is that? I'll tell you what, I'm sick of myself so much that I think I just want to call a commercial, if that's all right with you.
Oh, sure. Yeah. We can certainly do that.
I know, Jason, it's wonderful that you're sitting in. I really appreciate you covering me, because it was really tough getting here on time. And it's partly why we're late tonight. But this new sponsor, we're really excited to have them, and I just want to make sure they're happy. So, maybe when we come back, we'll do a little more of this. And
sure. Yeah, absolutely.
play some music or something.
All right. Yeah. In the meantime, let's pay the bills.
I was thinking about brand loyalty. Crunchy Raisin Bran is my favorite cereal in the world. I love it. I eat it every day. And that's what I'm talking about. Brand loyalty. And you can call it brand loyalty. You see, you take the D off brand and you get brand. And how genius is that? Who wrote this? I love Crunchy Raisin Bran so much that I'm always gonna be brand loyal to the product. I swear by it. I eat it every day, sometimes twice a day. It's that good.
Camera.
All right, we are back on the Peasant Revolution Band Variety Hour. We're just talking with Jeff Dodge, and now we're going to hear a song from Jeff and the band. Jeff, what are you going to play for us?
Well, I was just thinking about my travels up there in Vancouver. Sometimes I get this feeling when I'm in Milwaukee or Gresham. Sometimes we like to refer to it as Grusha. But this is an old John Lennon song called Working Class Hero, and it goes something like this. Soon as you're born, they make you feel small by giving you no time instead of it all. Till you're born so bad you feel nothing at all. A working class hero is something to be. A working class hero is something to be. They hit you at home and they hurt you at school. They hate you if you're clever and they despise a fool. Till you're too fucking tired, you can't follow their rules. A working working class hero is something to be. A working class hero is something to be. After they've tortured you for 30 odd years, then they expect you to pick a career where you can't really function, you're so full of fear. A working class hero is something to be. A working class hero is something to be. You think you're so clever and classless and free. Well, you're still fucking peasants as far as I can see. A working class hero is something to be. A working class hero is something to be. So I'm telling you still. But first you must learn how to smile as you kill. If you want to be like them folks on the hill, like Bill O'Reilly or Rachel Maddow. A working class hero is something to be. A working class hero is something to be. A working class hero is something to be. If you wanna be a hero, then just follow me.
Fantastic.
Thanks, man.
All right, shall we catch a quick break?
Oh yeah, I love this cereal that we're into.
Okay, you want me to start? No, why am I laughing? I love crunchy Raisin Bran so much. Now let me tell you something. Raisins are just old grapes. But raisins are a lot like old people. They're sweet. They're sweet like old people. A lot of old people, you love them. They're sweet. They're kind. And that's just what a raisin is. Just a shriveled old sweet grape, and that's the secret ingredient to crunchy Raisin Bran. It's the best, and that's why I love it.
This little snare there. Yeah. So just kind of swing through the essence.
Well, welcome back, everybody. I want to thank Jason Lamb so much for sitting in for me there. I was able to get back. I don't know who that guy was that was just in here, but geez, Geminis, what do you do? Okay, so the commander, take it away.
Thanks, Jeff. All right, boys.
Yeah. All right, the commander, and the Peasant Revolution Band.
PBR, baby.
Thank you so much. We're going to introduce my next guest. Is longtime legend. In a short amount of time, has become legendary in Portland, Oregon. He does so much work that it. Where am I going? Oh, there I am. It staggers the mind. The guy is constantly busy. One of Portland's major mover and shakers right now. But let's take a look at when David, our producer, and I first got to know him in a little thing we call Jeff Steele and the Children of the Doomed.
We gotta go now. Let's move.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen, Jason Lamb. Yeah. Thank you so much. Appreciate the hosting. I'm very. Yeah. Hey, I want to let everyone know this is one of the greatest inspirations I've had for talk shows, because the first talk show I've ever gabbed on for hours on end. It was like a 3-hour thing you guys were doing?
It was like 2 hours, yeah.
Okay.
On the old podcast, yeah.
So I first worked with Jason, actually, and I think it was when you and Carl were doing that, right? When we did the movie and this scene.
Yeah, it might have been. Yeah, we did a podcast, the Carl Show starring Jason. You were one of our first guests on the show. Played live on the show, and that was fantastic. And then you invited me to be a part of your film.
Yes. So what did you do to prepare for your character? I believe his name was Commanding Agent or something like that?
Something like that, yeah. Jeff, number one thing I did was I just went out and shot a whole bunch of people.
Yes. We always recommend that. It's good practice for being a humanitarian.
Yeah. That really helped me get into the mind of the character, and then I was able to...
Right, and well, in Dr. Vox, the character you're fighting is a psychopath, so it seems in turn psychopaths should be fighting with each other. Exactly. So takes one to know one. And
you mind? Commander's rocking a look back here that I was inspired by. Commander doesn't mind. I'm gonna.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, right. This is like this. They call it like the hoods thing or the.
I just got to remember to take it off when I go outside because I can't be walking around.
Oh, well, yeah, I know. Alberta's changed a lot. It's very...
It sure has. In here, I think it's cool, but, out there.
I don't leave the room. We don't leave, and not that we're near Alberta or anything like that.
Right.
We would not want to give the secret location of our bunker studio away.
Of course,
But
of course.
anyway, so the podcast changed and
Yes.
evolved.
It did over time, and then we did it for I think 4.5 years, and kind of we kind of became interested in different things. I kind of wanted to branch out and do some different things, and so we.
Wait, did you and Carl grow up in Seattle together,
We
or
did,
is he
we did.
okay?
Carl and I went to
Okay,
high school together.
okay. So now, what was taking that into this show, and then you guys are going different directions? Was is he still podcasting, or?
He is well, actually. So it's kind of a circuitous route to us getting back together because, as I mentioned, we ended a podcast a couple years ago now.
Uh-huh.
And so I started doing another podcast about sports called the Butcher Shop Podcast, host
With
Johnny Useldinger and a bunch of cast of characters.
yeah.
Then our engineer for that show departed. He decided he wanted to go back to school, and so we ended up bringing Carl back in.
To engineer the
yeah.
so he got it, and you put him with Johnny, and of course
And yeah, it's a match made in
Yes.
somewhere that we can't probably say.
did they ever play basketball against each
Oh,
other?
gosh. Oh gosh, yeah, that's quite an adventure. You've played with Johnny.
I have. There was I don't know if you were part of that series at the gymnasium over there at
Oh yes.
in Johnny and Clint and
Yes,
that thing. Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
sure.
But oh boy, speaking of basketball, good basketball. The Commander was actually on a couple teams I played with in the '90s.
Is that right?
Did you do Portland Peaceful Rec at all?
I sure did. Yeah.
Yeah, so he was on the Gamblers, and he
Free
did a
Ride.
season of
Oh,
Free
you were
Ride.
on Free Ride. Oh, nice.
And you were on Free Ride
No,
a couple.
I was never invited to play on Free Ride.
You know,
no.
Tom Cook played.
Yeah.
You never got in on that.
No.
No,
Was
but
never asked, but that's okay.
you did get in on my retirement game. There is a lot of video. This guy is wild, man. He just, ferocious.
Got some skills, Commander?
I've been known to move around a lot
Okay.
in a short period of time.
Okay, that's important. That's important on the court. Yeah, you want a lot of movement.
I don't move, but I hit that shot. I just stand there and wait for it to come to me.
Yeah.
It's sort of like that Myers guy or whatever.
Well, I was gonna ask you, are you back in playing?
I play once a year now. But I have been following the 3-on-3, and I've been thinking about it.
Okay.
Is it slower or?
Oh,
I really like slow. Slow is good.
it's yeah, we've got something for you, Joe.
Jason happened to witness my. He was at this legendary game with Lint Chocolate was there, and Tom Cook was there, and it was 2 weeks after my 40th birthday, and my beloved dear old dad and I, we never fight. I swear to God, just this one time. But we had an argument, and I got really angry, and then somehow this game happened after I was angry and missing hoops by myself for a half hour before anyone even showed up. I was tuckered out already, and it's what the doctor said, and then this like battle ensued, and we were all in our 40s, weren't we, roughly?
Yeah.
But it was like this half-court like marathon that up to 11, but it took seriously about 45 minutes, and the youngest guy there halfway through puked. He was
sure
like
did.
he was like 6'8", and he was puking because he was like, "You guys gone too hard." He might have had some other ailments going on too.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
claimed, I think he said I have a heroin addiction in front of a bunch of families that were picnicking there. Maybe I'm sorry, I got a heroin addiction. Let me guard this guy, and he was on my team, if that explains anything. So and so last play of the game point, Garden Lint, and pulled a move. My head knew. not this time, but my body didn't. And that's what, when you turn to 40, these things happen.
Yeah, definitely.
So the Achilles pop, and it's, I've been Sabonis ever since.
Yeah. That's okay. He had a nice career.
You know, you just don't move and pass a lot. And,
Exactly.
yeah. Well, okay, so the Butcher podcast, now you're still doing that, right? Is
Yes,
that
I kind of do it infrequently
Okay.
now, just
because you're so busy with what came after that?
So let's see. So I co-produced a show, a comedy show, stand-up show in town called Minority Retort. It's hosted by Jeremy Eli.
Now,
comedian.
how did Minority Retort come about? Was that the two of you, or did one of you have it before?
That's the two of us, yeah. So he wanted to do a stand-up show that featured all comedians of color, and basically anybody in town that he went down his list of people.
What now? Jeremy's been doing stand-up for a while.
Yes.
And before that point too, or was he kind of new?
He was relatively new to town. He'd been in town
Okay.
for a year or two. Or
But
something.
doing stand-up before he got to
stand-up,
town.
yeah.
Okay.
But he had this idea that he wanted to do an all people of color comedy showcase. And well, I should backtrack a little bit. So movies in black and white, these series that I hosted.
So that did happen before, wasn't it?
happen
Okay.
before, yes.
Movies in black and white.
So Movies in Black and White is a screening series that I host at the Hollywood Theater. That we play a film, and then I interview people of different races about how they feel about it and how they may have proceeded differently. So from that, I think people.
Yeah. Well, I on that note, I think Trench Digger was trying to negotiate something with your people about a webisode series. I don't know. There's all these lawyers and stuff involved, but
I kind of want to keep that all behind the scenes, Jeff. But all right.
Well, they told me I have to show this, so I'm just going to go ahead and show it.
well.
Here we go.
Was there anybody that was disturbed about what they saw? Was anybody offended by the movie?
How
Anybody?
race and racism built this country. No one wants to talk about the ideologies.
And it will only change when white middle-class people start having conversations about race.
Never seen it. I grew up in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. It's just the whitest.
They have movie theaters there, though.
They do. Yeah, they had a few. They didn't play Do the Right Thing.
One of the things we want to talk about today is, in 2015, and Jeff kind of alluded to it earlier, did you even make this movie?
This is where he took every single cliche of westerns and ripped it to pieces.
So what do you think about that?
You guys ever notice how Jason always tries not to host his own shows?
It's weird. He's genius. All right.
I'm out!
That movie makes you feel Philadelphia, like through and through, not just like.
Yeah. So that, I guess, Trench Digger is working with your guys. Hopefully, sometime in 2017, we will see some fruition of fruit.
You know how it is. There's paperwork, there's red tape, but
I know, and I write everything in crayon, and they have to get someone to interpret that for the higher ups. So it's it's just a thing I had with me. The college professors hated it, but it's important to me. You got to be able to express yourself with the right medium.
Absolutely.
Okay, well, so Movies in Black and White happens, and David and I have participated. We've watched a lot of these, been there, and it seems like you just have an amazing lineup of guests. What was your mindset on the type of guest you were going to get? Was it
Yeah, this has been a matter of some debate online, Jeff.
It seems like in person too sometimes.
Absolutely. Yeah, I think my main goal was to try and have people on the show that are from different backgrounds, and I think that's gotten me into hot water sometimes because I think that people show up expecting there to be sociologists and authors and things like this, and people involved with the movie even.
Yes.
Which I would love to have people involved with the movie that we're screening to be on the show, of course, but that takes money and blah blah blah. But I try to have people that I know can talk in front of an audience, number one,
Mm-hmm.
and people seem to forget or don't understand that it's at the end of the day, it's an entertainment show. We are trying to talk about race and talk about some different, some tough topics.
Right.
But it is an entertainment show, and the last one we did at the Hollywood, we showed Set It Off, and there was a woman. Yeah.
How'd that go?
Well,
wait. Yeah, so this was the one we're at. No, or wait, no, we were at the other one. We missed Set It Off.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I had such a such a difficult time with the one we showed before that. I'm Not Your Negro, the James Baldwin documentary.
Yes.
That.
What do you do when they're coming at you like that? What is the first thought that goes? I mean, do you ever think I want to tell them my mind right now? What I'm thinking.
Yes.
Okay, but you repress it.
But as a host, you have to keep it together, and
I just kind of, I don't know. I throw a fit sometimes. Sometimes I'll walk off my own show. God damn it.
You're not going to do that right now, are you?
No. Okay. No, this is great. This is great.
Because I can't host again. That was just a one-time only deal.
All right. I know the contracts and all that.
He's actually in the union.
Yeah, what are you saying by that?
You'd have to pay him a second time.
Pay or play.
Well, I don't know. Maybe you want him as your host instead of me. I don't know. What are you saying, Rich? I mean, it's like, you know what?
I'm just looking out for the bottom line.
Okay, I'm gonna go to a break. Hang on.
Thanks, Rich.
I love crunchy Raisin Bran. In fact, it's hard to get me to stop once I start with the first bowl. I love it that much. In fact, I could eat a whole box of crunchy Raisin Bran. I have eaten a whole box at a sitting because each bite is better than the last. It's unstoppable, this sensation of how good crunchy Raisin Bran really is. I think I could eat 2 boxes. And if someone put a gun to my head, I could eat 3 boxes of crunchy Raisin Bran.
And we're back. Yeah, I'm sorry, Rich. I was misinterpreting that. But so Minority Retort. Yes. So you and Jeremy, how did you guys meet?
Yeah. So as I mentioned before, he was looking to put together a people of color stand-up show, and he was looking for someone to help him out with it. And that's basically really what I do is by co-producing, I kind of really help him out, and I'm a sounding board for ideas and kind of facilitate putting the show together. So that's at Healing Comedy Club, and we're actually going to be in the Bridgetown Comedy Festival.
Oh, the Bridgetown Comedy Festival. Congratulations.
May
That's
7th
wonderful. May 7th. Yeah. May 7th coming up. So all of you, who is in the lineup for that?
Well, let's see. We got Dulce Sloan. She just signed a development deal with Fox, I believe.
Oh, cool.
And Marcela Arguello, a great, funny comic. She's been on At Midnight and a lot of other shows. Wilfred Padua, who's a very funny comic out of Seattle. So, yeah, nice mixed bag of comedians.
Do you guys look for just more the philosophical who you want to fill the bill with it, or do you look regional or local? I mean, is there a local versus we want to get people from all over thing? Or?
Mostly it's people from the Northwest, but of course Bridgetown, it's pulling people from all over the country.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I haven't ever been to the. How long has that thing been going on?
Bridgetown?
Bridgetown, yeah.
Bridgetown, I think, is in its 7th year.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. It's becoming one of the biggest comedy festivals on the West Coast, so it's got
I am
quite a feather in our cap.
I am shocked that how much of a comedy town Portland's become over the years.
Any night of the week you can go see not just one show, but like a multitude of shows at a multitude of great venues. So, yeah.
The 90s, it was always like in someone's basement or attic.
it still can be. believe me.
Oh, that's excellent. Well, why don't we see if I think I have a clip here, maybe a short one. It might be of Jeremy. I'm not sure. Let's take a look at what it is. It's only a minute, so hopefully it's not too much material. Here we go.
You know, I look like a discount Wolverine.
Would you have guessed that a joke at Minority Retort about Cracker Barrel would have gone that way? That's not the way I would have phrased it. I was born in the Philippines. Which makes me a Filipino, not a Philobian. I moved here when I was really young. I'm American, but I was born in India, and I don't remember a whole lot about it, but I do remember it being a place where a lot of people struggled just to survive. And a lot of those people wanted to come to America because they wanted to have a better life. And people know this. What people don't know is there's a lot of cows in America that want to go to India for the exact same reason.
It's a little different when you leave Portland. I left Portland, lived in the Southeast, moved to Harlem. A little bit different. Or a landscaping crew, depending on how racist it is. You vote with your last. That is not a racist joke, that is a choice, and you made it. So you guys can live with that for the rest of the show.
We're back. Wow. The interns keep leaving the equipment. Yeah, so I guess Trench Digger is working with your guys, and there's things happening all the time.
Yeah,
and
very exciting to collaborate with Trench Digger all the time.
Yes. So anything in particular? So we got the May 7th, Bridgetown. How about movies in black and white? Anything new happening there?
Oh, I don't know, Jeff.
Oh, really?
I don't know. I don't know about the future of movies in black and white. We have enough material that I'd like to package it and do something with it and have people take a look at it on the internet. But
video on demand, maybe.
Yeah, perhaps something like that. Yeah. But the future of it, it takes too much of an emotional toll.
Well, there was wasn't there one with like was it Black Lives Matter? But it was. I remember a couple years back, and it was their Portland State. Oh, they were involved with the getting rid of the Trader Joe's here, kids, right? What movie was that? But I remember it got pretty hot, and it was with David Walker.
Okay.
I noticed sometimes.
Oh,
do you remember that one?
Oh yeah, that was Selma.
Selma, yes. Selma was full of all sorts of fireworks.
Yes,
it seemed like.
It was. Yeah.
In fact, I think we streamed that live, didn't we?
Oh yeah, we
and
right.
a couple people watched it somewhere. Micronesia.
That's right.
Big hit in Micronesia.
Micronesia.
That's right. So that kind of energy. What do you think that there's something in obviously when we talk about race, culture, ethnicity, stereotypes, all these things come out naturally. Do you think when you take a controversial film, does it add another level to it? Is that what's causing this sort of fireworks, you think? Or
it can. I mean, certainly that happened with our screening of Straight Outta Compton.
Mm-hmm.
That was another one that was, you try to steer the conversation in one direction, and then, the part of movies in black and white that I enjoy the most is going out to the audience and talking with people and getting their reaction about the movie. And so, but there's a risk in doing that. When you go out, you hand a microphone to a random person. That they are going to steer the conversation in another direction. And that was a lot about the misogynistic experiences of the group NWA and all the stuff that they had.
That's
been
right.
In,
that's
that
right.
on in the movie,
with
so
the lady that that worked for the magazine that was slammed by Dr. Dre or something weird like that.
Among other.
Yes, I remember that. Okay,
that was
okay.
On in the movie, people were upset about that.
Right. Well, didn't Dr. Dre help write it? So.
Well. Yeah.
And I'll tell you, my movie will be very clean about all that stuff, right, honey? It's anyway, we'll Well, geez, I think we've got time to look at a little bit more something here. I've got another minority retort thing, it looks like. I don't know. They just hand me this stuff. Let's see what we got.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready to laugh? Well, without further ado, please welcome to the stage the host of Minority Retort, Jeremy Eli!
Keep playing the song, Nick. Yeah. There's a reason I chose it, you know what I mean? Kill it. Oh, shit. Welcome to Minority Retort, where we are on point. How are you guys? I was surprised by that. I'm Jeremy Eli. I host this. It's about monthly here at Helium Comedy Club. We used to do it in the Northeast, but then we decided to try to gentrify white people, see how you guys like it. That bike shop's going to turn into a barber shop quicker than you think. I promise you. Sick of having to go all the way down to MLK. What should I say? Does everyone knows it's the POC comedy show, right? All right. And the exits are clearly labeled. So white people, you know, you're all strapped in, right? We know where this is going? All right, here we go. Here's the thing that I hate about white people. It's just like, I didn't realize how Miss
Back. All right, that was awesome. Thank you, Jeremy Eli, and thank you again, Jason. I hope it's so. I wanted to thank you so much for doing all of this. Commander, for sitting in with the band, performing your wonderful harmonica playing. I again want to thank Fred and Carrie.
I've got a show on Saturday over in St. John's at 4:30 at the Wood-Fired Pizza Place.
4:30 this Saturday. The Commander. Where?
St. John's.
St. John's.
Wood-Fired Eats.
Wood-Fired Eats. There we go. Yeah. So I guess we're gonna be saying goodnight, and I just want to also give my thanks in regard to our mayor, Ted Wheeler. I have this diatribe I'd like to say about that too, and the city council. Jeff. What? Say goodnight, Jeff. Say goodnight, Jeff. This one goes out to Aaron. Something magic in the way you hold me in your eyes. No one ever warned me love just takes you by surprise. I don't know what's come over me. You've got me hypnotized when you look at me. There's magic when you look at me. I feel like I'm in heaven, everywhere going. You look at me, and suddenly I'm captured in your eyes. Look at me. I'd like to get you in a compromise.
around 5.
Oh yeah.
He said, you don't need no strength, you need to grow up, son. I said, growing up needs to growing old then to dying.
No, no.
Well, dying to me don't sound like all that much fun. So I say, I fight authority, authority always wins. I fight authority, authority always wins. Well, I've been doing it since I was a young kid. I come out grinning. I fight authority, authority always wins.
Oh yeah. I say whoa whoa.
No, no,
I say oh whoa.
no, no,
I say no no.
no, no.
I fight authority, authority always wins.